Hey, what's going on, everybody? V-Dub here, and welcome to the Carolina Panthers franchise here. This is a recap of my preseason stream that I did. For those that want to see the full preseason, almost a 2.5 hour long preseason with my struggles of finding how to work this out, go ahead and click the card on the right hand corner, or wait till the end of the video, or just go down to the link which is in the description down below. But this is the Carolina Panthers preseason stream recap here, and now let me go into how I have my settings for this franchise before we get started in any gameplay. Alright, so this skill level is going to be on the Pro. It's going to be Simulation, League Type All, Instant Starter. I'm going to turn off the Instant Starter because really I don't want to really cheat anything or do anything. Coach Fire and CPU only. We're keeping salary caps and super attributes on. Disabling all relocation system or settings. Injuries, we keep it on pre-existing injuries. Of course, we keep practice squad, career clock. Progressive fatigue, I really didn't like that last year, so I'm taking that off. Practice injuries on because it does happen. Prospect storylines would be an interesting thing to keep on. I want total control. 48 is going to be the roster size out of the 53-man roster. I mean, I don't even get why you should have a limit of how many players can suit up when you already have a limit of how many players on a team on the active roster. And the quarter length, I'm putting up to 10 minutes for preseason, but 12 minutes for regular season when we get it. And I'm putting the accelerated clock for up to 15 seconds so I can play faster games and stuff. Tutorial pop-ups are done, and that's for my settings here. Alright, the Panthers will travel to Washington DC to take on the Commanders here. As you can see, Matos with the sack there. He missed it, but he celebrated it. Carson Wentz, newly acquired Carson Wentz, getting the start for the Commanders. He will throw an interception on 3rd and 11 to Duke Dawson Jr. And the Panthers will quickly take over after the interception by Dawson. Baker Mayfield on a 2nd and 9, getting the start for the Carolina Panthers. Back to throw, and he's going to get sacked for a loss of 13. Devontae Sweat there with the sack. Next play, Mayfield throws it to Higgins, and Rashard Higgins for 35 yards, and that is a first down for the Carolina Panthers. Moving those chains. I like the celebration dance there. A couple plays later on 3rd and 13 on Carolina's first drive, and Baker Mayfield gives it right back to the Commanders. Both teams have thrown an interception on their first drive of the game. That is not good for either team here. Here we go now. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. Wentz back out there for a second series. He's going to throw it, and that ball is going to be picked off. So far, both teams have combined for 3 interceptions so far this early part of the game. You see Jackson there with the interception for the Panthers. And second drive, Mayfield back out, but he gives it right back to the Commanders. And I believe that is, I forgot who that was, but you see Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz on the first play gives it right back to the Panthers. This has been a turnover-filled game so far for between both teams. 5 drives combined, 5 interceptions. Sam Darnold now into the game. Darnold's first pass, and that's going to be intercepted. So both teams have thrown for a combined 6 interceptions, 3 each on each of their first 3 drives. If I was watching this game, I'd probably be able to turn the game off. But now we go to second quarter scoreless here. Now it's Taylor Heineke that's into the game, and he completes his first pass there. Sets up a 1st and goal for the Commanders. And now we got a 3rd and goal situation. Can the Panthers try to hold them to a field goal or get a goal line stand here? And you see an emotion there, but the handoff is going to be to Williams, and Williams is going to get in there for a touchdown. and it's already 7-0 Commanders, taking advantage off the turnover. Here we go now, next drive. You see Chuba Hubbard, though, getting some opportunities. He's coming in for Christian McCaffrey, who only got just a handful of carries, but didn't really do too much. But Hubbard, though, or Chuba Hubbard, I should say, coming in, and Hubbard's taking advantage of his opportunities. However, though, this drive results in a punt here, as Johnny Hecker's going to come out for the punt. And that is a booming punt here. Nobody's going to get it, and Hecker's going to get it down inside the 10, so that is a pretty great punt for Hecker. Right now, still trailing 7-0. Darnold and company getting the ball back again. As you can see, Sam Darnold there with a 6-yard completed pass. That's going to set up a 4th and 2, and he's going to hand it off to Chuba Hubbard. And Hubbard's going to get there for 5 yards, and the Panthers will convert that 4th down into a 1st down. It is preseason, so it's a good opportunity to go for it. Here now, 1st and 10 now, right after that 4th down conversion, handing it back off to Chuba Hubbard. Hubbard's going to find a hole, and he's going to get through. That's going to put there at the 26-yard line. That's 16 yards for Chuba Hubbard. However, unfortunately, the Panthers are going to settle for a field goal. Zane Gonzalez from 47 yards out, and that is good. And that's going to bring him to halftime, trailing 7-3. Now we start the 3rd quarter here. Matt Corral is now coming in for the Panthers, and he completes his first pass. The rookie out of Ole Miss. 2nd and 1. Corral back to throw. And he's going to find his man there, target there. That is another completed pass there. And that is Chuba Hubbard that's going to get the completed pass there. 3rd and 2 now for the Panthers here. Hubbard's going to go back to throw, but he's hit as he's throwing, and he's lucky that was not intercepted. But they're going to go for 2 now, as I believe that was Foreman that was going to get there, and he will not get it. So the Commanders will take over on downs, and they are driving through the field. Heineke with the touchdown pass there, and the Commanders are now up 14-3. I see Corey Littleton getting injured on that play. It is preseason, nothing really serious in injuries in this game. Now we go to the 4th quarter here. As you see, Heineke was tripped for a second. I don't know what the glitch is. He should have been down. However, though, that is going to be a fumble, and Duke Dawson Jr. is going to be there for the recovery. That is a scoop and score for the Panthers. I was actually surprised that that play was not ruled down or even reviewed. As you can see, the instant replay there. However, I'm very surprised it was not an official review. Panthers go for 2. Chuba Hubbard's going to get in there for the 2-point conversion. It's 14-11. Very next play after the kickoff, Heineke is going to be intercepted by Duke Dawson again. Dawson with a fumble recovery and 2 interceptions in this game. I was actually surprised on the stream that was not into the end zone. However, can't take anything away from Dawson in this game. That's 2 interceptions for him. 2nd and goal now for the Panthers. Corral back to throw, but he's going to throw it into the interception, into the end zone. And that into the end zone. First interception for Corral here, but the Panthers will get the ball back again. Time running out, no timeouts, but Corral's going to take a sack. And that's going to do it, as that's going to make the time run down here. Not a chance to get the field goal off to end this game into a tie. And the Carolina Panthers fall in the first preseason game, 14-11 to the Washington Commanders. They are now 0-1 in the preseason. Very close game to see Heineke very happy. In the next preseason game here, the Panthers will travel to Foxborough to play Mac Jones and the New England Patriots here. Jones back to throw, hands it over, or passes it to Hunter Henry. You see Hunter Henry there with that, get out of my way, I'm getting the 1st down. That is such an amazing play right there. This is actually worth watching a replay, even though it happened against the team I am controlling here. Because seriously, it's like, trying to make the tackle, and Henry's like, get out of my way. These are play of the moments, by the way, for the second and third preseason games, because I want to have a shorter stream because of time constraints here. 3rd and 9, you see Mac Jones throws it incomplete, hold him to a field goal. However, later on in the game, it's 10-0 Patriots, as you see Baker Mayfield with the interception with a goal-to-go situation, and unfortunately the Panthers held off the board here. Still 10-0, second quarter now. Jones still in the game here. See, Brian Burns going to get there for the sack. He's actually had a good preseason. Anybody who watched the stream knows that. Still down 17-0 now. You see now, first and goal situation. Mayfield still in there. McCaffrey still in there. McCaffrey with a run gives it over to the 5. Following play, Baker Mayfield will hit Rashard Higgins for the touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board, still trailing 17-7 here. As you can see these touchdown celebrations here. It's one thing I like. They did mix up a little bit of celebrations this year. As you see now, start of fourth quarter now, I should say now. Darnold into the game. He hits a completed pass to Chuba Hubbard here. Now we're on a 3rd and 2 situation, trying to get into the end zone. And lucky that pass was not intercepted, but I thought that was pass interference here. 17-10 now. As you can see, Chuba Hubbard, though, taking advantage of every opportunity that he has had in this game, this preseason so far, trying to lock that backup running back spot. 3rd and 4 now here in the fourth quarter, and Darnold will throw an interception there. That is picked off, and that is going to do it for the Panthers in this one. Mitchell there with the interception, and the Patriots will come away with a 17-10 win, making the Panthers preseason record to 0-2 here. You look at the stats there. If you want to see full stats of the games, go onto the stream. And now we are going to end this preseason with the Buffalo Bills. Now I see Christian McCaffrey is going to get there very quickly with a rushing touchdown there. 7-0 Carolina already. Still 7-0 late in the first quarter. Josh Allen forces an incomplete pass. Throws an incomplete pass there. Good defense there by the Panthers. Still 7-0. However, they're going to try to go for the field goal, but they attempt to fake it, and it does not work. It blows up in their face. I was laughing when I was streaming this. 10-6 now, second quarter. And late first half here, you see Baker Mayfield with another interception. You see that's going to go to the 40 to 30. You see Rashard Higgins is going to push him out at the 20. The Buffalo Bills will come out with a field goal in this. It's 10-9. Sam Darnold now into the game here. Christian McCaffrey still in for some reason. He gets 2 yards on that 3rd and 3. It's 4th and 1 now. And they're going to go for it as they're going to give it to the big bruiser. That is Ricci, the fullback there. First down, Panthers. And you see the move those chains there. Every now and then you got to give it to your big bruiser. Coming up 3rd and 2 now. As you see here, there is a touchdown pass. Sam Darnold, I believe that's his first of the preseason, to Robbie Anderson. And now we're going to go late into the game here now. Matt Corral into the game, up 35-16. I mean, less than 3 minutes ago, you're probably trying to run the clock out, but he's going to find, I believe that is in fact, Terrence Marshall Jr. for his first career touchdown in the NFL, though, by the preseason here. Final score 42-23. So the Panthers will get a win to conclude the preseason. All right, now we're going to go into the depth chart of the final roster here. Mayfield is still going to be the starting quarterback. Sam Darnold, Matt Corral, no surprise there for the quarterback situation here. Go to the halfback situation here. Christian McCaffrey, of course, is going to be starting. Chuba Hubbard earned his spot as the second back. As you see, Foreman, he'll get the 3rd spot there. Deontay Foreman. Ricci, the emergency running back here. He might be used in certain situations here as he is the starting fullback here. as we're going to keep going through the list here. Wide receiver DJ Moore is the top target. We didn't hear from him that much, but he definitely has earned throughout his career. As you can see, the 6 wide receiver spots there. Shai Smith probably going to be used mostly on returns and stuff. Ian Thomas, the starting tight end. Tommy Tremblay, the second tight end here, as we're looking through the rosters here. Left tackle, we got the rookie Ikem Ekwonu from NC State. He was the first round draft pick here. But you can say though, like, you see the differences in the overalls here. Brady Christensen, I believe that's his name. Got Michael Jordan there. Difference in overalls. So I think in this franchise we are gonna go through offensive line crazy. The build here, as you can definitely see but Pat Elflein has earned his spot on this team. He did have, I think, one game where he had like 6 or 7 pancakes. I believe that was the Washington game. Again, if you want to see individual stats, watch the stream if you want to take the time there. Looking at the right tackles now. Taylor Moton got hurt in that first game, but not seriously injured there, as he is playing in this game. Going through the right tackles here. As you see me, don't know what the heck I was doing there, so. And now we're going through the left ends now. Brian Burns, as I said, had a strong preseason. I think he had 3.5 sacks in that New England Patriots game for the preseason here. Going down the list again, another Ole Miss player, Marquise Haynes Sr., Amari Barno, Yetur Gross-Matos. That was the guy that had the sack that you saw the celebration in the game against the Commanders. He is the starting right end. But again, big drop-off in overalls, though, between the first and second string here. Now we got the defensive tackles here. You got Matthew Ioannidis that you just saw, Marquise Haynes Sr. I think we can have a decent pass rush. I don't think we're going to be anything to be feared about, but Trey Flowers at the left outside linebacker. Corey Littleton's going to be the second left outside linebacker. You see Brandon Smith, though, the third right outside linebacker, and I believe that's because he's going to be the top right outside linebacker here. As you can see, Damian Wilson, the top middle linebacker. Shaq Thompson, though, fourth in the. He's a right outside linebacker. Actually, Thompson's going to be the top right outside linebacker. Smith is third string over Lavu, underneath Lavu, who actually is a left outside linebacker here. Quarterbacks, you got Dante Jackson, who had an interception in this preseason that you saw in the video. I believe that was in the game against the Commanders where it was just interception central no matter who. J.C. Horn, though, look at that in the cornerback position here. Free safety, though, you got Xavier Woods, Miles Hartsfield. Made a big play, I think, in that Carolina-Buffalo game, which I did not show because I wanted to get these highlights. Keep this video as short as I can. Kenny Robinson Jr., though. Strong safety, you got Jeremy Chen. He's going to be the starting strong safety. Duke Dawson Jr. had a really good preseason, especially that game against the Commanders, where he was all over the place. Zane Gonzalez will be our starting kicker. Johnny Hecker, though, our starting punter. As we now look at the regular season schedule here, they start off against the Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield facing his former team. And I'm not sure how Madden works, if they actually do include suspension in the roster updates. If so, then we'll be facing Jacoby Brissett most likely. If not, and the suspensions don't follow through in this game, then we're facing Deshaun Watson. Week 2 at the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium. Then we play the New Orleans Saints, I should say. St. Breeze is there. And then we play Arizona Cardinals. My friend Lil Tiki God, he's a big Cardinals fan living in Arizona. Then San Francisco 49ers. Pretty weird. You don't see 3 home games in a row in the NFL. 49er George, where are you at, my bro? I know you're a big Niner fan. Shout out to him. my bro on Twitch. Then we play the LA Rams at SoFi, followed by a home game against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, then at Atlanta, then at Cincinnati, defending AFC champions. So within a 4-week stretch, we played the 2 Super Bowl participants here. Then at Baltimore, then host the Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson. That's an interesting team to watch out for in real life, I think. The Week 13 bye, Week 14 at the Seahawks, then home to the Steelers, home to the Lions in Week 15, the final home game before we end off this season at Tampa Bay and at New Orleans for Week 18. So that's going to be the schedule there for the Carolina Panthers. And as far as draft classes go, they're going to be auto-generated. However, anybody on here who is interested, come to my off-season stream when I get to that point, and then you'll be able to choose a player. There's going to be people that have higher priorities that have been on my list for a while, like either been subscribed to me or like fans of my channel or people who I've known for a while. They're going to get the bigger priorities. However, if you are on and continue to watch this series and then maybe other content that I watch, you will probably move up in the priority list as well. But that's going to do it for the stream here. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. The next stream, of course, is going to be Week 1 as we play the Cleveland Browns, as we host the Cleveland Browns. Again, that is a storyline in itself. Again, I don't know if Madden includes suspensions on there. If so, then Deshaun Watson will not be playing in this game. It will probably most likely be Jacoby Brissett. But if suspensions are in this game, or suspensions are not in this game, then we will see Deshaun Watson. You never know with Madden, but with the day and age of roster updates, it's possible that we could see a Deshaun Watson suspension here as you hear a train pass by. Sorry about that. But again, if you guys are new here and you enjoy this, please hit that subscribe button. Also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/VDubProductions. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both the handles are at VDub Productions. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Peace out, Paisans. See you guys in Week 1.